championship, and you just don't know the way that the matches are going. Anybody of the final 8, you would have said, could win it.
Yep, that's what I said to you earlier. That's the first time ever
24.
that I can remember that all 8 players can win it. And I'm like you, I just haven't got a clue.
It was just the appear that it's sort of changing from match to match and session to session. As I say, Kyron's not really been pressed in his first 2 games with Matthew Stevens and Jamie Jones, but he's massively stepped up on his level of
25.
performance in this match. Mark Allen, on the other hand, you'd have to say, slightly regressed, certainly this evening, from the Joe Perry performance. He was certainly all right this morning, but just a bit flat. But he's unlucky there with that split.
32. Kyron Wilson, 32.
Yeah, it's not particularly appealing for Mark. 9-5 down, 39 points behind. 3 reds near cushions. He's in all sorts of trouble. And he will be after that shot. One good pot in the middle from Kyron, and it's another chance. Cue ball way short.
One.
A little bit too much run through with the stun there. Left himself a tricky pink here. May decide to take the yellow because such is his long game, Stephen.
Yeah, it's a shot he loves playing. Mid-range, so you can punch it in, you can stun it. So, okay, good pot, but didn't get into the cue ball.
3.
So it's still awkward.
I tell you what, he spotted some balls in this frame and ended up awkward, hampered, or not quite on a ball. Excellent, really good cueing.
Yeah, I mentioned earlier how straight his cue action is. That was an example there. If your cue action is anything but straight, he's not going to hit that ball as well as that. Another couple of reds and colours
11.
to secure this frame.
He may have landed absolutely plumb on this. Nothing to do with the cue ball. And this has
12.
been an excellent performance this evening of match play snooker.
Yep. Mark Allen hasn't really
18.
turned up for me tonight, but Karen Wilson's been dominant. You've still got to pot the balls that's there. You've still got to play the frames. And
19.
I mean, quite simply, he looks like he wants it more at this point in time. And that's what it's all about. That's going to possibly separate who's going to win this championship now, is who wants it the most.
Well, as you well know, you have to
21.
believe. Not being a world champion yet, Karen Wilson, but if you don't think you can win it, you won't.
22.
Yeah. Still one more frame to go this evening, and he's absolutely got to win that. 11-5. And you're more
29.
or less getting ready to book your flight home. 10-6. You're still
30.
in it. Just.
$36. $37.
Well, he's just given an exhibition of queuing now.
44. $46.
Well, this will be a good shot. Brown does pot to the right corner. But again, loads. Well, in fact, he's got an angle to screw back. I was going to say there's been another top spin of 2 cushions, but
49.
just screwing back. He won't be bothered
Foul.
at all about that.
Magellan
Karen
4.
Wilson, it's been an
Karen Wilson
impressive
49
performance,
under.
a dominant performance in this second session of this match. He now leads Mark Allen 10 frames to 5.
Karen's just left the auditorium, compose himself, and just as the dividing wall goes up, I'll show you a few stats to mull over before he comes back for the final frame of this important session.
Thank you. Settle down, please.
So, final frame of this session.
The final
A
frame of the
session
session.
that Kyron Wilson has dominated.
Kyron Wilson to break.
Started 4-4, and they came for play this evening, but it's progressed to 10-5. And if Mark Allen is going to have any hope of staying in this match, he has simply got to win this frame.
Just to the sweets away, please.
Yeah, he won't win from 11-5. And I certainly didn't see this scoreline coming before tonight's session started.
One.
Struck to the header. Lovely long red. Can he capitalise?
That was some pot, wasn't it, for an opening red? Absolutely wonderful.
8. 9.
Hasn't had that pep about him this evening, Mark.
No, it's almost as if he's not had that anger about him, that intensity that he normally has. Very placid. I know you need to be relaxed out there, but he's almost too relaxed
16.
to the point of feeling nothing out there. It's the worst way you can be. You've got to be nervous to play your best.
17. $24.
No, depends how aggressive he feels like being here. If he wants to stun the cue ball, disturb the reds. No, he just made sure he was on the black.
25.
If he was 10-5 ahead, if Kyron Wilson was playing that shot, for example, I'm sure he would have gone lower in the cue ball, played it with more pace, opened more reds up.
Doesn't have a great angle, does he? Not much he can do with the cue ball. Just wondering whether he's screwing back for a plant. Looks like it. 2 reds to the right hand side here. Little bit of distance between them.
32.
It's not absolute gimme, this. Has to be made, but he will move other reds around. Yep, wasn't a certainty.
Mark Allen, 32.
Not been happening. And he's also left Kyron mid-range red. Screw off the red to the side cushion. Black in the same pocket.
Yeah, when we talk about Mark Allen looking, again, not to labour the point, but looking a bit flat tonight, but when he misses and plays a shot and goes back to his seat, doesn't seem to be any annoyance or any anger or any shaking of the head, nothing. There seems to be no emotion at all.
1.
Another good solid pot from Kyron Wilson.
Eight. Nine.
Again, an aggressive shot.
16.
He plays that shot quite a lot, high on the black, topspin at the pack. I do like that shot. I think it's a good way of going into the bunch.
Seventeen.
May possibly choose to play another cannon into the four reds here. There's nothing. The red in the open obviously pots to the left corner, but I think it's worth. He doesn't have to play at a lot of pace.
Yeah, he'd like to get that top red full ball, wouldn't he? Well, he played it softer.
22.
Just avoided that. A couple of ways of playing it. But he's landed on one, and well, he might be in one, both middles.
$23.
Well played. Wasn't straightforward, that. And a very close cue ball and object ball, sometimes difficult to work the angle out. And he's been superb this evening. Wonderful match play snooker. Scored when he's had
28.
the opportunities. Seized on his opponent's misses. Excellent play all
29.
round. And this, well, it's a vital visit for him. If he gets 11-5, he'll be over the moon with that scoreline. I didn't think the way Mark Allen had played in this championship, anyone would be beating him 7-1 in a session. But that's what it'll be.
36. $37.
Yeah, he looks hungry. Karen Wilson. Looks like he's got the belief. He looks like he wants it.
Good
44.
shot. Here's the opportunity just to play the cannon and move one of the reds into play there. Now, this can be missed, but he's taking the positive shot, Stephen.
Yeah, if he's playing this with stun, this can be a sticky little shot. Because you've got to make sure you strike it positively. Don't decelerate. Well, how positive
45.
is that?
Excellent. Really was. That's someone who's very confident in what he's doing at the moment.
$52.
Well, Peter Ebden has been telling us, if we didn't know already, how good Karen Wilson was. Practices with him and said he's a potential world champion. If he gets through this match, which is looking likely, he's only got 2 matches to win to prove it to us all. And he is getting stronger in this event.
53.
This is a match that finishes tomorrow afternoon.
60.
Have a nice lie-in in the morning. And it'll be a very nice sleep for Karen Wilson if he takes this frame.
$61.
Didn't quite hit that one as he would like, but he's only a couple of pots away from having that 11-5 lead. Well, I said a couple of pots. He'll need a colour off this red. Once again,
66.
excellent contribution. Absolutely
67.
superb. Really is. What a way to finish the night. So that's by
72.
40. Just make it absolutely sure. I mean, this is a tough red, of course, but if he can knock this in, it'll be time to shake hands.
If he misses this red, it'll be very interesting to see if Mark Allen even plays on the mood he's in. But that decision is taken out of his hands. Frame's over.
73.
No, not been his night.
78.
Hasn't been anywhere near his best, but he'll be full of praise for his opponent, who's been exceptional. One of the biggest
80.
matches in Kyren Wilson's career. Quarter-final of the World Championships. Hasn't he played well this evening?
83. '87.
Can he get the cannon? Well, he's got it.
92.
The way he's been making this break, I wouldn't be surprised if he potted this, screwed back and knocked the black in. He's been that good this evening. It's not to be, but what a magnificent break of 92. A massively important final frame of that session. And Kyren Wilson, well, you were top class tonight, young man, winning 7 of the 8 frames. And he takes an 11-5 lead into tomorrow's session. Mark Allen, plenty to think about. It's 11-5, Kyren Wilson. And we'll be back tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Well, it's been a long day. We'll be back tomorrow at 10 o'clock. Good night, everyone.